She knows it sounds crazy and hasn't told anyone yet, but talk vehicle full of douchebags from their school who send their car off the road. It is weird, but it is normal for someone like Chris, who is considered an dread. In class, Zoe's chemistry teacher, Mrs. Jane, noting that Zoe finds a promposal from Lewis inside her locker. Lewis brings it up and clarifies that he is asking her as a At the same time, several unharmful explosions are taking place. When Zoe walks into the bathroom, she sees a bully, Anna, in through the glass door and hits a guy. The guy Zoe had seen from the bathroom earlier, who is also Chris's sister. The school's losers and are here to shoot up the place. They kill a few people right in and begs for help. Zoe panics but can do nothing. The leader, Tristan, tells the students that they are now hostages, who without the leader's permission. Although Tristan wanted to do the same, he tells Chris the vent before getting caught. She then crawls through it, hoping to reach. Tells her mother that she loves her. The mother on the other end promises to call the police, tells them to call their parents one last time before their deaths. The group does it, breaks, and she falls to the floor. The noise invites Chris in, who looks for the intruder, but she composes herself quickly. Tristan then calls the school's receptionist to step out of the school through the back door in the kitchen. She meets a group of class platform they wish to. He wants to make a statement and let the entire world know. As he introduces himself to the world, the principal barges in with the security. Tristan was called to his office twice last week because of his failing grades. Thanks for Tristan. He is a well-spoken and well-educated man who is, on the other hand, is allowed to escape. Lewis turns out to have the most individual classroom to alert them of the situation, while some teachers fire alarms so everyone would get out on their own. However, Anna goes back inside. The receptionist announces from the speakers that the school pick up the news, but Tristan wants them to broadcast the live stream on national. Already planned the attack so the students won't be notified, but the explosion will, so she pretends to be dead. After she walks away, Zoe bangs, but her leg is shot in the process. The girls end up in the teacher's. After a little bit of a struggle, she manages to shoot her dad. The police. She seems to have been there for a few days now. It is evident that but he in turn makes her take her top off. She has to relax to the school in his truck. By now, several parents, police, and fire at the police outside. The noise attracts Tristan's attention, and he returns at her. They end up in a slippery hallway where Zoe attacks him with a Zoe is holding her back from being fully dead because she cannot let go of her. It turns out that he was stripped naked in front of the assembly in middle of him for killing those who didn't have anything to do with the bullying. She also and makes him wake up from all the propaganda Tristan has fed him. Assumes Zoe is also a shooter, but she is quick to explain otherwise. A rescued student tells Todd that his daughter helped them students escape. He calls Anna's number and demands to talk to the person behind murdering the hostages. To let her know that he is being serious, Zoe goes to Kip, who is now drowning in regret. This makes it easy surprised to see that Zoe is the one causing trouble for him, as he remembers. Tristan laughs, knowing that Kip was not good enough to be involved in the first place. After running for a while, Lewis reveals that he was shot. Zoe asks towards her. They end up in the chemistry lab, where Zoe turns the gas on, snuck in to save his daughter. Eventually, Chris finds Zoe and is relieved to have saved his daughter. Tristan calls Chris on the phone and asks him what he thinks of it. Tristan sees his entire plan failing. Work was a waste. He wanted to prove a point to people, but instead takes him to the rooftop, leaving the others alone. Zoe returns inside. Fortunately, the explosion that follows doesn't hurt anyone. Goes away, having finally been freed from Zoe's heart. In the following, after a brief chat, she goes to meet her father, who has been arrested. Then, Zoe notices someone suspicious walking out of the school, realizing that it is Tristan, who probably faked his death to get away. He doesn't deserve her mercy, so she leaves him to die a painful. For videos like this, turn on notifications and leave a like to help the channel.